Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So I just jumped in on what I want to be a quick scalp to the downside. It's I got in a little early. I'm willing to add to this position with 1 micro, not risking a lot. It is a little bit of a riskier trade. This is the 1 minute. I'm looking also at the 15 minute. They're both pretty overextended, so I would like to see a break of this moving average, but I do know and feel that it could go against me for a minute. We do have on the 15 minute point of control. It's pretty close to where I entered my short in. And we have some resistance coming right above that point of control. So I would be willing to add one more higher than where it is right now, just because of where we're at. There are two areas of resistance that I have marked out on the 15 minute that you can't really see on the 1 minute. They're a little higher. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see where this market goes. Trump is talking. All this movement to the upside is because Trump has been talking. So I have to tread lightly. This is a 1 minute orb. Let's do point of control. Or no, the volume weighted VWAP, anchored VWAP, I mean. I'm going to turn this off, make sure everything runs smoothly. Sometimes with orb, when I have too many things turned on, it doesn't record right, but let's see. It's consolidating right now. Again, this is some resistance levels that I have marked out. Actually, you can see them. You can't see them on the 1 minute yet, but they're up here. There are a couple interesting levels here. Also like this one. I don't want to hold too long being in a short. I would need to see a quick, like an aggressive push down. Here's a little bit of a fair value gap. Can I get past this area right here? Can I get past here? Seems to be some consolidation right here. Yeah, the market's been trending up, so I don't expect a quick push down, especially when Trump is talking, but It's also NQ, and as always say, NQ does what it wants. But again, if I would definitely be willing to add to this position if we get higher. And even above these two lines I showed you previously, there is a gap, the gap from yesterday that I said yesterday that it's going to want to push to that, whether it was yesterday or whether it's today. It's an area that it's definitely going to want to push to. Right now, we're just consolidating until it figures out what way it wants to go. I'm going to pause this, wait to see some action. Um, Let me see. Let me see what happens here. Yep. Just consolidating, choosing a side. It can go either way, to be honest. Yeah, let me pause this. I'll come back when I see some action to either side. I'll unpause it. Okay, so here you can see it's hitting this moving average. So now it's on me to say, okay, given the volatility, do I get out now? Or is this next level a possibility, which is very, very close to my to my TP. Yeah, this 3 minute has a bit of a wick here. Let's see. Next candle. Let's see what this next candle does. Next level would be like the bottom of that wick, pretty much. All right, you guys, it took a minute. I added another one, another contract, waited a bit. I think, there's a possibility it's going to want to get to that gap, but also it's super extended on the 30 minute and on the 15th. So I would like to essentially see it coming down a little bit lower. I would like to at least right here is where I see it. On the, let's see, on the 15 minute, if it's at point of control. The 1 minute, it's already touching our anchored VWAP. On the 15 minute, there is a ways to go. This is the first really strong red candle. So I'd like to really hold on to this one and possibly take one off. Um, I haven't done the anchor to VWAP on the 15 minutes, which you guys can't see right now, but let's do it. Well, it actually hit it. It's right at the anchored VWAP on the 15 minute. 15-minute closes in 5 minutes. Let's see where we're at on the 5-minute chart. Also right at the anchor to VWAP. You know, it's NQ again. It does what it wants. Let me show you something. On the 15-minute here, there is this gap that I would like to see. Let me see. You know, it's been aggressively going up and it hasn't taken a break. That is what's really keeping me in this trade. Let's take one off the table here. In just a moment, I'm going to take one off. Just took one. I just took one off the table. It's right at that anchor to VWAP. Let me delete this line here. I would like for it to get to, let me go to the 15-minute here. I would like to see it at least come down to this fair value gap that you see here. The lighter box. It's a big fair value gap. Let's take that away. Look at the 15-minute or the 5-minute. Yeah, it's in a 5-minute fair value gap right here. This was an aggressive drop. 15-minute candle is going to close in less than 2 minutes. We're going to move this. We're going to move this to the 1 minute, down to the 1 minute orb. Just in case. Sometimes NQ likes to do these crazy like sweeps. And I just want to be prepared. So this blue line is the anchored VWAP from the 930 candle from open. So it's right below it. It's right below it. It needs to breathe. It needs to breathe a little bit before it goes up. 15-minute closes. 40 seconds. Let's go to the 15-minute. This is the fair value gap I'm looking at. This is the 1 minute orb. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive drop. I have my finger on flat and all. And you know what? I'm going to take it. 205 on the day. It took a while. I was 100% in the red, but this section that I talked about earlier was honestly, in hindsight, I should have waited. I should have waited until the market got there to short it. It would have been the perfect entry just because there is, there's a lot of resistance there. There's a lot of resistance. It's tried to go up. That's where it came down from, a little bit above it, the gaps above it. Um, I should have honestly waited for that moment. I thought we would get the drop a little bit before, but amazing trade. Great trade. Hindsight I should have waited until it actually hit that level, but I was willing to add. Um, I felt like it was very probable that once it hit this area that we would get some sort of like correction. Um, and it did. So again, not the best entry, but thought process was on point. And look, it's in that fair value gap. I wanted to get out right where this yellow line is at. I'm just gonna watch the market actually. We're gonna get out of here. I'm locking myself out. Locked out. Um, up 205 on the day. And look, it's here. It's right in that box. All right, guys. Happy trading. Happy Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow if I do happen to trade. I'm not 100% sure, but if I do, I will be back. Look at that. Let's wait and see what happens. Hold on. Will it actually come back down and test this 1 minute orb area as well? Because it's the 1 minute orb, and then it's also the fair value gap right above it. So here it's kind of, we got a little wick going on. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps coming lower and maybe like test these upper areas again. But that's a very aggressive drop. But anyways, thank you guys. Peace out.